As always, thank you for joining me in today's strength circuit. Arms are coming up and down. We're gonna stretch out our arms. Have a fun workout. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Awesome Halloween. Maybe you got some candy. I did not. Kind of sad about it. And then we're gonna bring our arms left and right. Stepping that foot, getting that neck rolling if you need to. Starting out with some shoulder tap jacks and push-ups, so really make sure those shoulders are nice and warmed up, nice full range of motion. And then we're gonna go ahead and stop it outside of our hips. We're bending straight over, touching our toes or the floor if you can. Stretch out those hamstrings, keep them nice and straight. And then we're gonna bend it down. Nice deep squat, hands up. Push those knees out with your elbows. And then we're gonna go ahead, bring our arms overhead, stand on up to repeat. Bend it over, keep those legs nice and straight. Try and touch the floor or your toes if you can. And then let's bring it down nice and low, hands up. Pushing those knees out, opening up those hips. And then we're gonna go ahead, bring our hands overhead. Repeat that one more time. Bend it over, touch our toes. And then go ahead, bring it down nice and low, hands up. Bring them overhead. Stand on up to repeat. Next, or not repeat, next we're gonna place our hands on the ground. Step our feet back into that high plank and lower those hips to the ground, stretching out your spine. And then we'll bring it back up into a high plank. Step that right foot forward into a lunge pull or hip flexor pull. And then go ahead, step that right foot back, left foot forward, pulse it out. Bring it back into that high plank. Step it in, stand on up, and then we're gonna repeat that. Hands down, step it back, high plank, lower those hips to the floor, upward dog. Bring those hips up, right foot forward, and then the left. We're gonna do one more of these, so go ahead, step those feet in, stand on up, and then bring the hands down, step it back. Last time we're doing this, hips are coming down, stretch out that back, bring it up, right foot forward, and then the left. And then go ahead, bring it back in, stand on up, and that is our warm-up for today. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Just like last week, I've broken up our exercises into two pairs, or a pair, two exercises. We have 4 different pairs today, with our first pair being upper body. We're gonna be doing shoulder tap jacks, 2 push-ups. So, into that high plank, we're going to, as you jump the feet out, one hand's coming up to that opposite shoulder, bring it down, jump the feet back in, do it again on the other side, back to that high plank, down into that push-up. So, nice and quick, and down. If you need to, you can just step it out, and then drop it down, or, well, none of you guys need to do modified push-ups, but if you really need to, you can. Then our second exercise, we're just gonna do a Superman hold. So we've done Superman plenty of times, arms extended, legs extended. We're just coming up, and we're just gonna hold it there the entire time until the time is up, making sure eyes are looking down, toes are looking down, keeping your head, shoulders, feet and shins off the ground. We have 3 rounds for each pair, starting with 35 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Second set will be 40 and 20, and then third will be 45-25. So go ahead, bring it down to the ground, coming up into that high plank, and we're gonna start, remember, shoulder, top jack, where you're jumping your feet out while you're bringing that hand up to that opposite shoulder. You're gonna do 1 on each side, and then drop it down into that push-up. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1, knees up, jump it out, bring it down, leading with that chest, not the forehead, into that push-up. And again, if you need to, you're gonna just drop it down. So Alex, jump both the feet out, like separate them, and then bring it back in. There you go. Tap it up, down, perfect. 3, 2, 1, let's rest. Lower your chest to the floor, arms extended, legs extended. We're coming up into the Superman hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're up and we're just holding it. Squeezing those shoulder blades back, working our posterior chain, lower back. Got 20 seconds. Keep those toes pointed down, eyes looking down. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Woo. And then we're gonna bring it back, hands and toes, shoulder tap back, into movement, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees up, jump the feet out, and bring that hand up to that opposite shoulder. Try to do it all at the same time, or if you need to, you can slow it down, jump the feet out, and then tap up the shoulder. So you're doing awesome. You have 15 seconds left. Go ahead, bring it to the floor. Woo. Superman hold. This time we're doing it for 40 seconds. Catch your breath. Deep breath into the nose, out to the mouth. Arms and legs coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Those toes and eyes looking down. Squeezing those shoulder blades back. Thing that should be touching the ground is your stomach and the top portion of your thighs. Halfway. Stay strong. Got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Woo! We have one more round, 45 seconds. For both of these exercises, starting with those shoulder taps, do that push-up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up, jump it out, or step it out, and then bring it down into that push-up. If you need to, you can modify it, dropping your knees down to the ground. Or you can do one of each if there's somewhere in between. One knee down, one foot up. Final time we're doing this exercise. Keep it up. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest. Woo, our final set in this upper body circuit. We're on our chest, arms extended, legs extended. We're gonna hold it for 45 seconds this time. Toes and eyes looking down the entire time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Breathing through it. Try and keep those hands off the ground. Shins off the ground. have 25 seconds to do it. A little over 10 seconds. Stay strong. Get that nice long break after there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's rough. Woo. Grab that water. Power off if you need to. You're gonna stand on up. We have lower body. If you have a weight, something to hold on to, feel free to. We're gonna be doing a staggered Romanian deadlift to a reverse lunge. Well, actually it'll be a single leg, but modified will be staggered. So if you're doing single leg, that foot's in the air, other one, slight bend. You're dropping it straight down. Back is straight. You're just hinging at those hips. And then when you come up, you're dropping that right foot just to the ground. So you come down into that lunge, jump up to twist, and then you're coming back up into that single leg deadlift. Now, if you don't feel like you have that balance, you're gonna do a staggered leg, where that back leg is on its toes, and that front leg still has that slight bend, hinging over, coming up, step it back to that reverse lunge, jump up, switch, bring that toe just a little bit closer, and then you're back down to repeat. So those are your two different options. And then our second exercise in our lower body will be down on the floor, again on our chest. Our feet are gonna be together so that your heels are touching. We're just gonna lay on the ground, squeezing those heels together. You're just lifting your legs up, squeezing those glutes at the top into those frog lifts. So those are two movements for this lower body. So we're gonna go ahead, grab your weight if you have one. If you don't, that's fine. Again, you can either do single leg option if you think you have that balance. One leg standing with that slight bend. You're gonna drop it down and then just drop that foot back. Or you're gonna do a staggered and then you're gonna step that foot back. And then you're gonna jump so that you can switch sides. We're gonna go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge it over. You're doing it single leg. Do it nice and slow. Making sure you have that balance all the way down. You're essentially gonna come down so your hands are at mid-shin. And then you'll power up, drop that foot back. You're doing that staggered, same thing. Coming down mid-shin, bring it up, step it back, and then jump it. Try and keep those shoulder blades pressed back. Go ahead and rest. Let's bring it to the floor. Heels together, press them in. We're gonna lift those hips or those legs up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Squeeze those heels together. This might seem like a pretty simple move, but after a while, those glutes could be burning. A little bit of your inner thighs too, as you squeeze those heels together and come on up. So bend those legs a little bit more, Alex. Bend them a little more. There you go. And then lift them straight up. There it is. Squeeze those heels. We have 5 seconds. Go ahead and rest. And let's stand up for that deadlift to that reverse lunge jump in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Mid-shin, nice and slow, especially if you're doing single leg. Drop it to that reverse lunge, and then switch sides. Making sure as you come into that lunge, you're keeping that back nice and straight. Don't let that knee cave in. You guys are doing great. We have 10 seconds. 2, 2, 1. Let's rest. Bring it to the floor. For these frog lifts, so you're laying on your stomach, bend those legs at that nice 90 degrees. Knees should be out, heels should be in. Lifting them up. In. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Making sure you're squeezing those heels in. We have 25 seconds. Hey, Melly, we're just doing some frog lifts. So we're laying on our stomach. Legs are bent, heels together. Lift those legs up. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Guys are doing awesome. Less than 10. 3, 2, and 1. We're coming up. Last set for both of these exercises. Now we're going to come into a staggered deadlift. Step it back to a reverse lunge and then jump and repeat. In 3, 2, 1. Hinge it over. That back nice and straight. Shoulder blades back. That slight bend in that standing leg. So you'll start like this, Melly. 1 foot flat, 1 bent. Hinge it over, down halfway. Bring it up. Step that foot back into that reverse lunge. Jump it, or you can step to switch, and then you're bringing that toe down or back forward. Jump. You come down to that hinge. Bring it up. Step that foot back, jump it. 3 seconds. Go ahead and rest. Final set of these frog lifts. We're on our stomach. Knees are open, heels are together, and at that 90 degrees. And we're gonna lift those legs up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Just lifting those hips up. Squeezing those glutes. Pushing those heels together. Final set of these. And then we have 60 seconds to rest. Really squeeze those heels in. 10 seconds. So you're doing awesome. 5 more. 3, 2, and last one. Rest. Grab some water. Woo. And then we're moving into our core section. There's 2 different core pairs. Our first one is core with a little bit of either with upper body, and then our next one will be full on core. So you're gonna do bicycle up and down. You're gonna start on your forearms, those legs up. You're gonna do 1, 2 bicycles, and then you're gonna press up into that tricep press. 1, 2, back down. Repeating it the whole time, getting a little bit of that tricep working, along with that lower abdominal work. And then our second core exercise, we're gonna flip it over into a high plank position. We're gonna do a rocket launcher, but a side rocket launcher. So you're gonna push those shoulders and hips back, bending those knees to one side. And whatever side you bend to, when you come back, you're gonna spider crunch it that way. And then you're gonna switch sides, knees to the right, spider crunch with that right leg. Knees to the left, spider crunch with that left leg. Those are our 2 movements in this circuit. So go ahead, get ready in that bicycle. We're on our forearms, legs slightly bent. We're gonna bring them up. We're gonna bike it out, 1 on each side, and then you're gonna come up just like that. In 3, 2, one. Let's start. 1, 2. Bring it up on your hands, then back down onto the forearms. Making sure those elbows stay tucked in. Feel it a little bit in your triceps, along with your core. 10 seconds. 3 seconds, and then we flip it over and rest. Flip it over, high plank, side rocket launcher to that spider crunch. We're gonna push our knees back and turn them to the right. In 3, 2, 1. Knees are up, push it back, knees come to the right. Push those shoulders forward, right knee comes up to that left elbow into that spider crunch. And then you're just gonna switch it sides after coming down. Knees to the left leg out, do that left spider crunch. You guys are doing great. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Turn it back over onto our bottoms and our forearms. Legs slightly extended. We're going to bring them in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet are up. 1, 2. Up on our hands. 1, 2. Back down. 2. Up. 2. Down. 2. Or if you want, you can do 2 on each side and then bring it up and do 2 on each side. Doesn't have to be 1 on each before you switch. We have a little over 10 seconds. Go ahead and rest. Turn it over. Whew. Side rocket launcher to that spider crunch. So you're gonna push the shoulders back, bend those knees, and bring them to the right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the shoulders back, bend those knees, turn them to the right. Come back to that high plank. Right leg coming out to that right elbow. This time, pushing them back, bend those knees to the left, come back. Left leg coming out to that left elbow. Seconds. Keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest. And let's flip it over. Onto our bottom. We have one more set of these 45 seconds on our forearms. Bringing our feet in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, up, 2, down, 2. Or again, you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bring it up. However many you want to do. Just make sure it's even number. Keep it up. You guys are doing awesome. We have 15 seconds. Last time we're doing this. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Stay strong. Turn it over, hands to toes. We're coming up to this high plank. Push those shoulders back, bend those knees, and rotate them to the right. And then when you come back into that high plank, that right leg coming out to that right elbow for that spider crunch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're up. Bring it back. Right knee, right elbow. Knees to the left, left knee, left elbow. set of these, and then 60 seconds to catch our breath. More seconds. Keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. We are resting. Woo! Grab some water. Towel off. And now we're coming into 2 exercises. Straight core work. So, first exercise, we have a cocoon. We're going to start with those arms and legs extended. If you want to hold on to a weight in your hands, you can. You're going to bring it in, hands over your shin, shoulders up, and then you're going to extend it back out, not letting your hands touch the ground, making sure as you extend those legs out, our lower back stays nice and flat, to the ground. And then our second exercise, we're going to have a rolling side plank. So, we're going to start on our hands. We're going to come up to a side plank, hold it for 5 seconds, and then we're going to switch sides and hold it for 5 seconds. Making sure in that side plank, hands right underneath that shoulder, shoulders stacked on top of each other. So you're going to raise that other hand up. We'll hold it, and then we're just going to turn it over and hold it on that other side. But we're going to start on our backs, cocoons. So if you have a weight, feel free to hold it in your hands. Whew. Those legs and arms will be extended. You're gonna bring it in. When you're in, your shoulder blades are up. When you're out, everything is extended, not touching the ground, and that lower back stays nice and flat. To the floor. Everyone in position, laying on our back. We're starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shoulders up, back out, lower back, nice and flat. Only lower those legs as far as you can without your back arching. Seconds. We're more than halfway there. 3, 2, and 1. Turn it over. That hand coming underneath that shoulder. We're gonna bring it up. In 3, 2, 1. Up into one side plank. We're holding it. 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn. Let's rest. And bring it back onto our back. Arms and legs extended. We're gonna cocoon. Woo. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring our knees and shoulders up. Extend it out. Keep it up. Backtrack this a little. Keep moving. A little over 10 seconds. Making sure those shoulder blades are coming up as you crunch in. Let's rest. And let's flip it over into this side plank. Hands under that shoulder. We're gonna raise our hips up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're up, hands in the air. 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. 3, 2, 1. Turn it over. 2, 1. And flip. Flip. Making sure we're keeping that hand under our shoulder. Flip. Let's flip. Last one. Go ahead and rest. We're coming into our last round, you guys. Cocoons. Last time we're doing it, lay on our back. Arms and legs extended. Let's bring it in. Shoulders blades off the ground. In 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and back out. Final time we're doing this. A little over 25 seconds left. Make sure that lower back is nice and flat. Five more seconds. Let's rest. And then let's get into that side plank position. Hands under that shoulder. We're gonna come up into that high plank and then turn it over. Whew. 10 seconds, 45 seconds in this set, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up and turn it. This time we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Keep that hand under that shoulder, you got it. And turn. Stay nice and strong, shoulders stacked on top. 2, 1, and flip. Yeah, got this. And flip. Last time. Holding it out. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. And it is Thanksgiving. We are showing our thanks with plank. 30 seconds this week. Go ahead, bring it down. Elbow plank. We're only doing 30 seconds for this first week. Get into that plank position. Elbows under that shoulder. 30-second plank hold to finish it all off. In 3, 2, 1. Knees up. I don't want to see any butts in the air, any backs caving. They're all looking great. 30 seconds. That's nothing. In every single one of our live classes, we will be ending every workout with a plank. Each one is 30 seconds. And then we're going to add 15 seconds each week. Ooh, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, that is our workout. Grab some water. Towel off. See how much time. I have plenty of time for a nice little cool down. We're going to start our cool down standing today. So go ahead and bring it up. Whew. Feet together. We're just going to fold it forward. Stretching our hamstrings. If you can't touch your toes, feel free to bend those legs so that you can reach the floor or your toes. And then in this position, we're going to bring our hands behind our backs, interlock them, and then raise those hands up. Stretch out our shoulders and fall deeper into this hamstring stretch. Making sure you're focusing on your breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Then go ahead, bring those hands back down. them to the floor. You're going to walk our hands just until we get to that upside down V, downward dog position. Go ahead, spread those feet out a little bit further. You should be up on your toes. Push those shoulders back, and then we're going to drop that right heel to the ground to stretch out that right calf. Left heel is still up. Three, two, one. Switch heel, left heel down, right heel up. Pushing those shoulders back to get that deeper calf stretch if you like. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Right heel down, left heel up. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Last time, left heel down, right heel is up. Go ahead, bring both heels up, and we're gonna walk our hands just a little bit more into that high plank position. And we're gonna just step that right foot forward into this left hip flexor stretch. If you need to, you can drop that knee to the ground instead of keeping it in the air. You're just gonna lean into it. Go ahead, drop that knee down if you haven't. And then we're just gonna push our hips back, coming up into this high kneel. Resting that right hand on your right thigh. We'll kick that left foot up. Reach for it with your left hand. Stretch out the quad. Three, two, one. Release. Hands to the ground. Left knee up, step that right foot back, step the left foot forward. And we're gonna do the same flow, we're just switching sides. Go ahead, drop that right knee down, come up into this high kneel, left hand or left arm on that left thigh, right foot's up, holding it in your right hand. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release. Hands back down. Come back up into that downward dog. And then we're just gonna walk our hands back. And then when you're ready, just roll up nice and slowly. That is all I have for class today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope the music was not too bad, but better than silence, I would say.